Hi friends, I'm Chloe Taylor, the creator of kozykale, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can find your Jupiter placement, what that means, a little info about Jupiter, and you can also cross-watch for friends. If you know their Jupiter placements, feel free to watch theirs as well. If you would like to head straight to those, feel free to use the timestamps listed down below to kind of jump around, or if you would like to watch the entire video, then just keep watching. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is actually the 5th planet in our solar system, and it takes about 12 years for Jupiter to make a full orbit around the sun. And Jupiter actually got its name from the Roman god Jupiter, which is the god of the heavens and the god of gods. So in astrology terms, Jupiter rules over fortune, luck, health, wealth, gifts, knowledge, and higher learning. And Jupiter is represented by this symbol right here. If you guys have ever looked at a zodiac chart or an astrology chart and not really known the symbols, I like to include the symbols in these videos so you can actually see what they are represented by. And Jupiter also rules over the sign of Sagittarius, which honestly makes me love Sagittarius people so freaking much. So if you don't know how to find your Jupiter placement, I'm going to go ahead and run through that with you. So let me just pull it up here. So you're going to want to go to astro-seek.com. That is just the website I like to use. You're going to click on astrology charts right there on the front page. You're going to come down here, enter in all of your information. And it's great if you have your birth time because it gives you more accuracy in things. But to get a Jupiter placement, you don't technically need your birth time unless you're looking for houses, which that's not something I'm going over today. So you need your birth day and place. So let's just say, then you're going to hit calculate charts, and it says missing coordinates because I didn't put the time in there. But if you scroll all the way down to the bottom and then up just a little bit, you'll see this information listed here. And this is actually the charts. This is like how I read a lot of people's charts. I don't necessarily look at like synastry lines and stuff from the big circle charts. I look at this, and I know it might seem like a bunch of mumbo jumbo and you're probably like, what the heck, if you're not familiar with astrology, but all you're going to do is count. So where it says planet positions, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there where it says Jupiter, and look straight across from it. And that is where your Jupiter placement is. Now, this chart in particular, Jupiter is in Scorpio. If you don't know what those symbols mean, you can simply click on Jupiter and it will bring you to this little section that says Jupiter in Scorpio, or Jupiter wherever your Jupiter placement is. It will tell you if you're unfamiliar with the symbols. So that is how you find your Jupiter placement, and go ahead and use the time cards listed down below so you can actually jump to your Jupiter placement and find out what that means for you in your birth chart. So if you are a Jupiter in Aries, luck actually will follow you in the workplace, and you may find that you are more often than not somebody who is your own boss, because Aries doesn't typically follow the rules, and so you're somebody who's more likely to be lucky in working for yourself. You are very confident and enthusiastic, and in terms of gaining abundance, you are going to want to focus on times where the year where the sun is located in your sign, or in other fire signs, which would be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So Aries time is typically from March to April, not the full months, it's like a block of time. March to April. Leo happens in July and August, and Sagittarius happens in November and December. So those are the times of the year that you're going to be the most abundant and really good at attracting wealth and fortune towards you, which is something that Jupiter brings to you. And also something really interesting to note about Aries Jupiter is people who have this sun sign, who have those sun signs as well. Like if you are an Aries Sagittarius, or if you are an Aries Sagittarius or a Leo, you're likely to bring in even more financial benefit. So when you look at the signs and planets and such, you can also look at the elements of those things, and you will see where there is maybe like a pull towards financial gain or reward or wealth or things like that that correspond to Jupiter. I hope that makes sense. If you are a Jupiter in Taurus now, Jupiter in Taurus are Jupiter in Taurus is actually very comfortable there because Taurus is the money sign of the zodiac. They deal specifically in personal finance. And so a Taurus Jupiter is somebody who is going to work very well in a career that has to do with money. So this could be banking, stocks, accounting. You're going to find a lot of money to be made there for yourself and a lot of abundance. And when the sun is in the sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you may also find that you are a little bit more abundant as well. So when basically those would be your luckiest times of the year for abundance gain. You're also somebody who potentially would be really successful at careers that are in the home, meaning that like if you enjoy cooking or writing or something that you can do from home, you may find that if you are a native Jupiter in Taurus, you're even more fortunate at those things. If you are a Jupiter in Gemini, you are going to find most of your fortune comes through you through that of communication. So you may have really wealthy friends. You may also find that you would make a really excellent like airline person, like an airline person, a stewardess, or maybe you work in the traveling industry because Gemini also corresponds to air travel specifically. You will also find that your most lucky times are going to be between when the sun is in Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So basically whenever the sun is in an air sign, it's going to be a more abundant time for you. You are also somebody that is very, very clever and versatile. So you probably could find fortune in almost anything that you do. You may also find fortune in diplomatic roles. So if you are somebody that is being the communicator or the diplomat, you may find that you really excel there. Jupiter in Cancer is actually perhaps one of the luckiest placements that is said to be had. And that is because Cancerians are through the hearth and home. So when you have Cancer in a Jupiter placement, it's like anything that you do could be considered lucky and could be considered abundant, whether it be through just enjoying your time at home in one way or another. You have a knack for older things. You would make a fantastic museum worker. And you are somebody that also is very lucky in terms of inheritance. You may inherit money even from like your parents and already be well off by middle age. That is just a typical thing that happens for Cancerian Jupiter placements. And another thing to note is that you are your luckiest during Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces season, which are all the water seasons. If you are a Jupiter in Leo, what up, my MFing squad? I'm a Jupiter in Leo, and I think this is so funny because before making this video, I'd never really done much insight or like looked into it. I'd never studied Jupiter specifically. But what I find so hilarious is my line of work has always been in the public eye. It has like everything that I've ever been truly passionate about or successful in has been all about my public image and the public eye. Doing gaming YouTube, doing this YouTube channel, running podcasts, doing streaming on Twitch. I was a Twitch partner. And when you have Leo in Jupiter, Leo is the sign that is here for theater. They are here for the theatrics. They are somebody that would do extremely well in an acting career, in something that puts their public image out there. You guys are the Instagram baddies. You guys are the Twitch partners. You guys are the YouTubers, the people making careers with your face, basically. And that is something that I find so funny because I have always said that one of my biggest affirmations in life, and y'alls that are Leos, Jupiters will understand. But my biggest affirmation in life is that I am successful and I get paid just for being my authentic self. That's like something I tell myself every single day. And so that like really falls in line with a Jupiter in Leo. So that's very funny. Astrology is not a game, people. It's not a joke. You may find that if you are a Jupiter in Leo, that your most profitable and most abundant lucky times fall under that of fire sign seasons, which is going to be Leo season, Sagittarius, and Aries season, which I 1000% can agree with that. That has always been the case for me. I am the luckiest during those times. And I tend to have like the most supercharged energy about my career during those times. I mean, look at what we're doing. We're doing a video a day right now. It's Sagittarius season. But basically, if you're a Jupiter in Leo, you may find that you're more well adept and capable of doing something in the entertainment industry. If you are a Jupiter in Virgo, this definitely is more of a practical placement and a practical sign, but in any way that you are going to be using your analytical mind, you will be very successful. So this is going to be people that are like investigators, people that are journalists. Anytime that you have to use your methodical, analytical mind, you will be very proficient and successful and gain a lot of wealth from that. You guys are really incredible at grasping facts and being able to systematically incorporate them into what you're doing. And so you guys will gain a lot of fortune from doing that. You guys are the most abundant and successful during other earth sign seasons, which is going to be the season of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If you are a Jupiter in Libra, you may find that you actually marry somebody who is really wealthy, because Libra is the sign of partnership. So there is a chance that you will just marry into a really wealthy family. There also is an opportunity for you to actually start up your own business. You will be more successful and abundant in a career style that you are really getting to put your creative and beauty talents to their full effect. So if you are somebody that is interested in like interior design, painting, music creation, anything that you can put your heart and soul into making something beautiful, you will be recognized for putting that beauty into the world, and you will become abundant from that. Your most lucky times of year are Gemini season, Libra season, and Aquarius season. If you have a Jupiter in Scorpio, interestingly enough, I talk about this all the time, that Scorpios are just like super powerful in a lot of the things that they do, but you guys have the willpower to bring forth almost anything, I swear. But because you have such magnetism, Scorpio actually has the ability to use their sex appeal. And I'm like, that could be in sex work. We don't sex work shame on this channel. That could be in actual sex work. That could be in using your sex appeal to put yourself out there more in the public eye. You guys have the ability to make an abundance off of your own like sexual appeal to others. You guys also have the ability to really get information out of others. So this would make you a really excellent researcher, psychiatrist, politician, or some kind of like secret service agent would be an appropriate career for you. Your luck actually comes to you through the attraction of the opposite sex or same sex. Sorry, some of the information I feel like in astrology is very outdated, so apologies if I ever like stumble over that. That's never my intention. Scorpio also has the potential to gain a lot of abundance through connections and through inheritance. The way that, I don't remember who it was that we talked about, but they also have, Cancer. Very similar to Cancer, they have the ability to inherit money, and that ends up being how they gain their abundance very early on. The luckiest times of year are during Cancer season, Scorpio season, or Pisces season. If you are a Jupiter in Sagittarius, welcome home, baby. Jupiter in Sagittarius is right at home here. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. I know we said that Aries was like pretty freaking lucky, but I feel like Sagittarius people are truly the luckiest on the planet in general. But if you are also a Sagittarius Jupiter on top of that, oh my goodness. You guys honestly are ruled by your like generous, expansive quality. Honestly, Sagittarius and Jupiter people are naturally lucky. You guys attract wealth literally wherever you go. Like, I have this vision of like, you know how they say like Venus, the goddess, when she walked, like flowers would spring up under her feet. I feel like for Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, it's like wherever you step, money is just like there. But interestingly enough, a Sagittarius, you will never find a Sagittarian Jupiter being materialistic unless maybe you're like a Taurus sun or something. But you aren't necessarily there for materialism. You are so idealistic and higher minded that money in your possession is actually going to be a good thing because you're more likely to give it and be more generous with what you have. Also may find that if you are a Sagittarius in Jupiter, the lucky jobs for you are going to be law, government, diplomacy, literature, and philosophy. And of course, your luckiest times of the year are going to be during Sagittarius season, Aries season, and Leo season. If you are a Jupiter in Capricorn, this is a really strong materialistic sign. I'm not going to lie. It is an earth sign. I feel like all earth signs have the ability to be a bit materialistic. None quite like Taurus though. But Jupiter in Capricorn, you guys are just hardworking machines. Capricorn is rules over the 10th house, which is the career house. So you have to think in terms of finding financial gain over a sign that is like dictates the career and is very disciplined in the career. You guys are going to find money through your career, not inheritance, not sexuality, like your career is where it's at. So with Capricorn and Jupiter, you're not going to be the type that are going to earn your abundance and be like filthy rich overnight. You guys are a very, very slow burn because you guys are so goal oriented and minded in this scenario that you guys are going to have a very slow burn and a very slow build up to get to where your goal is. You take the incremental steps, you build and build and build, and then boom, there it is. You also are somebody who will be a penny pincher or a nickel pincher, and you're not somebody who is out there spending lavishly until you feel like you have the stability, the security, and the abundance to really back it up. You guys aren't going to be the types that are going to rack up all this credit card debt and then be frantic over it. You guys are very smart with investing your income, and again, it's a very slow burn, but rest assured, it's still there for you. The luckiest times of the year for you, Capricorn and Jupiter, are going to be Capricorn season, Taurus season, and Virgo season. If you are a Jupiter in Aquarius, you guys have a magnetic ability to win friends, and a lot of your abundance may come through word of mouth or through friends, having very rich or famous friends. You guys also are very modern. We always talk about Aquarius being such like a space head or a space case, but honestly, you guys are extremely in the modern era. You guys have the potential to make massive amounts of abundance and be a very good fortuned through technology and doing things with technology. So what we've kind of advanced into in the new era with technology, you guys are the people that are able to capitalize on that, have the online businesses. Maybe you're also the YouTubers, the Twitch partners, the people out there making online businesses is going to be very successful for you. You may also find that aviation and the space industry, or like NASA, things like that, are going to be something that you would be really financially lined up and suited for. Or also somebody who your sole mission is not here to make money. That is like not what you're about. Money may come as something when you're doing something you're passionate about, but you're not one of those people that's out here doing everything for financial gain when you have a Jupiter in Aquarius. Because you are also the one who rules over the house of friendship, you have the ability to bring good fortune and luck to other people as well as yourself. And your luckiest times of year are going to be during Aquarius season, Gemini season, and Libra season. And last but certainly not least, we have Jupiter in Pisces. Now, Jupiter in Pisces, you guys are going to find the most success when you guys are in the business of feelings. So you guys might find that you're very successful psychologists. If you guys are working on maybe even depth psychology would be a very specific thing for you. You guys may also just want to go down a more dreamy, creative path because you are so dreamy and creative in general. You guys are also the humanitarians. So if you are doing something that is going to help humanity, you will be blessed abundantly for that. And interestingly enough, I feel like this would be more suited towards Virgo, but with the information that I found, it falls more under Pisces Jupiter. And you guys actually have a really strong will to potentially make a lot of abundance working with animals. You know, having a horse ranch or being a veterinarian, doing something that is of a service to animals would be very lucrative for you. You guys are actually such likable people because you are so understanding of everyone's circumstances that your popularity will also gain you fortune in the long run. And your most lucky and abundant and fortunate times are in Pisces season, Cancer season, and Scorpio season. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I hope you guys learned a little something about your Jupiter sign, and I look forward to continuing this series with you soon. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow both of my podcasts, which are available everywhere you listen to your podcasts. I have Twin Flames podcast, which is the podcast that I run with my IRL twin flame. And I also have kozykale, which is my personal podcast about self-help and manifestation and spirituality, a little bit, mostly. And if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, information is linked down below. And I will catch you guys in another video real soon. Bye! We gonna learn about Daddy Jupiter today. Okay. Ooh, that's a weird deja vu moment. Click and go straight there. Or if you would like a description and definite... Chloe, wake up, girlfriend. You're a mess. Quit being such a mess today. Girl, I have filmed literally all day though. I actually don't know what my Jupiter placement is, and I'm gonna have to look because I need to know who my squad is. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's in Leo for some reason. I think it's in Leo, which makes so much sense as to why I would do what I do. Oh my God. Of course I would be built for this kind of career. We'll get to that.